Greetings, y'all. Greetings. Yeah, what's up? What's going on? How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? Please leave a respond in the comment. Let me know. Let me know how you doing. I wanted to talk about agents. I like to call people Agent Smiths. I like to call people Agent Smiths because I think it's funny. I recently saw a video, and I'm hoping that I actually can attach it to this video, because I'll show some things at the end when I get done talking. But yeah, how people are actually hackable now. Like, they actually have certain frequencies where they can send messages to your mind. And so, you know, it's a lot of controversy about Rashad Jamal, and like, who is he? A lot of people truly follow him and believe, you know, that he want the best for our people, and they believe that we why am I being distracted right now? Yeah, so with Rashad, with I want to just say, we'll call him RJ. The reason why I don't like to use names, especially like straw man names and things like that, because names be copyrighted and you know, different things like that. And so I don't want to refer to him as that. I just really want to get the message across. Plus, I also see that people are emotionally attached to this person, and so when people are emotionally attached to someone, it actually kind of keeps them from hearing the message that you're trying to deliver to them. They become resistant because they're emotionally attached to this person, and they don't want anybody to change their perspective on how they feel about this person. So they tend to not to want to really listen to you, you know. This tower is new. A new tower back there. Back on topic though. But yeah, so I am familiar with agents, and like I said, I'm familiar with people, man, being able to be hacked. I've also researched about different cloning companies. Like, you can really look up that there's cloning companies. You can also compare people's photos and notice the difference in their appearance, you know, throughout time. But then also with my research, I also had found out that you can buy like skin suits and skin masks from Amazon for a good like $1,500 or cheaper, I think, or something like that. Like, if you want a real good skin suit or something like that, I believe it's gonna cost you like $2,500. If you want a real good clone, it's gonna cost you about $10,000, like, or something like that. I think $25,000 or something like that. Like, so you know, so these things are you're capable of achieving these type of things. You know, these companies are out here to provide these services for people, but yet our people is the only people that don't believe this stuff is true, and they are now labeling it conspiracy theories. And I'm about to do another video about conspiracy theories as well, and I'm going to break down the terminology for conspiracy, conspire, and I believe there's one more terminology that goes with that word, and how they all three can have different meanings. And I'm gonna look up when the word was created, or, you know what I'm saying, the history of it and all that. I'm gonna go deep into it, but right now I just really want to talk about the agents, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when I started practicing spirituality, I started learning about spirituality from a guy named Rashad, and his show is on YouTube, and his channel is called 13 Signs Astrology. Okay, and he talks about agents, and he talks about aliens. He talks about everything. You know, he talks about so many different things. Like, and so this is how I came across a lot of my information and learned these things. Like, and I started doing my own research. He get book references and everything. Like, so I'll try to do the same thing, just because people need to know where to get the information from, so that they can see the information for themselves. And I believe that when you actually reading about this stuff, it actually provides you with a better perspective of it, and then you can apply it to your life more. Like, and then also when you read books, the information is stored into your subconscious until you actually need it. So that's the other one.
I've empowered the dark side by some of my work.
And what do you mean by that?
Technology is neutral. It can be used for good or evil. I've worked on projects for the CIA, Justice Department, Department of Defense.
Is this the stuff?
So because of, you know what I'm saying, the way that he taught spirituality and everything like that, you know what I'm saying, it just led us here. Like, if you want to see a person who really ain't sell out, that really teaches real information, y'all, it's a lot of spiritual, I guess, leaders or teachers out there. Like, Rahotep L, 13 Signs Astrology. Like, you can see Brother Journey and see that he didn't take no oaths and he didn't sell out. Like, he chose not to take the money. He's not broke, he's not poor. Like, he tell you about his monetization and credit and different things like that, and you know, but you can see the way that he lived his life. He chose to fully get out the matrix. You know what I'm saying? He did not continue to stay in this matrix like some of these spiritual leaders are choosing to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easier for them to do so. Like, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. You know what I'm saying? I just definitely wanted to say that. Like, and I know y'all keep seeing me look around and stuff like that. I'm distracted a little bit. One, because a helicopter just flew over me while I was making this video, and the way that they was positioned, I was able to actually see the person in there, and I tried to record it, but of course my phone is not right. I need to get a different phone or something, because I recorded the video, but the video did not save. And this is not the first time this has happened on my phone. Like, I have an iPhone, so you know, I got a witchcraft phone. That's what I call Apple. It's witchcraft or sorcery to me. Like, but that was one thing I was looking at. And then another thing is these big ass birds flying around here. Like, and you know, they just around while I'm making my video. Like, they just coming out of nowhere. They're fucking big as hell though. Like, yeah, like, so if you somebody who represent a spiritual community and you doing all this work, you know what I'm saying, somebody should be trying to represent you, you know. So that was a little, you know what I'm saying, confusing to me. Like, I know with Dr. York case, I believe he got a lawyer and a couple other, like, even like, you know, Bill Cosby and them got lawyers and all that, and they still went to jail. You know what I'm saying? They had lawyers though. So that was like, that's fishy to me, why he can't get a lawyer. Like, really, who's behind it? But I'm not trying to lead, like, I'm not trying to influence nobody to think like me. So I'm gonna stop right there, because I'm not trying to what is it, talk persuado. No, I just really want to share information. Like, and so it was the one last thing about the case was the woman who was making the accusations. She never became public. She never, from my understanding, I never read or saw in the articles where she made the statement. She only went to the police. So as a mother, if she was bitter, first and foremost, as a bitter woman, she would have made the accusations publicly first, then added the charges second, and then continue to talk about this man in public, right? To discredit him. That seemed more like a bitter baby mama. The fact that she went straight to the police seemed more like a concerned mother to me. Now, the fact that they didn't engage in any type of actual sexual act is very hard to even prove that this had really happened. But if the child told the mom that, and there's so many people in society saying that the mother is bitter and lying and all that, did y'all miss the part where they were saying that the child told her mother this? Most children that are sexually abused tend to tell their mothers first. So she told her mom. So that just got me thinking. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I've also been a person where they have accused me before as well. So in that situation, you know what I'm saying? That's the other reason why I'm like, man, it's kind of messed up. Like that she would accuse him like that. But they were in a relationship. I'm assuming they was in this poly relationship, and so it didn't work out, and then somehow these accusations came up afterwards. If I'm not mistaken on the information, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can go into detail about this for real on your own. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a hip-hop article that talks about this stuff. I'm going to share the links at the end and at the bottom of the video, y'all. I'm going to definitely let y'all know about this, where to get this information that I'm getting from, so you can sit and meditate and think about it on your own. You know what I'm saying? It just, that was the thing, like, for me, though. Like, so then after that, he still hasn't gotten a lawyer. He's still in there, and people are now promoting people to like storm in jails to break him out and stuff. That's not what a real spiritual leader will want you to do. And I'm pretty sure he's not telling anybody to do that. I have not came across one interview where he has told anybody to do that. But the way that you guys are interpreting his messages is frightening. Y'all acting like real live religious Christians. Like, y'all acting like it is a cult. You know what I'm saying? Spirituality is a culture, a way of living, the way of life. But it's not a cult. And after bruh came into light and shared all this information and quote unquote woke all these people up and all that, now he just got people out here thinking they supposed to be spiritual warriors running around basically trying to start all this combat, like, and real spiritual leaders don't want that. Like, we ain't no punks, we ain't no suckers, like, but we understand what chakras we supposed to be resonating with more. You know what I'm saying? We know what chakras we supposed to be operating off of more. Now when it's a time where my livelihood is threatened, yeah, I could be a spiritual warrior, but me trying to get the message out there and stop white supremacy and break the system and all that, I want other races to join in with me. I want other religious views to join in with me. I feel like just because I'm spirituality and somebody Christianity, I don't think that we still can't come together and see what the bigger mission is. Like, and a lot of people interpreted his messages like spirituality is more like a religion, and that's where he kind of promoted that agenda that spirituality is kind of like, he gave us kind of like a kind of bad rap. Like, and then after his charges, they had declared war on people that talk about conspiracy theories. And he talked about a lot of conspiracy theories in his videos with the spirituality. So he blended conspiracy theories and spirituality together, and then influenced all these people to be like spiritual conspiracy theory warriors. You know what I'm saying? And nobody is really understanding that the real movement lies in everybody getting a status correction, y'all. And this go for any American, no matter what race you is. We supposed to be doing a status correction, and his situation is to distract us from doing that, y'all. His situation was to divide us from coming together as one, And his situation was also to make us say that these kids are lying about sexual abuse and everything. Like, so I don't know if y'all aware that they are trying to call pedos minor attractive people. And honestly, I feel like a lot of y'all will end up playing into this, at the fact that y'all saying that this child is lying about this sexual insult that happened to her. Like, you know what I'm saying, or sexual harassment, like whatever. I really don't know the full sexual charges and all that to say exactly which one it was, but I know it wasn't sexual assault because he didn't actually engage with her or touch her. So I know it's not sexual assault, insult, because he had made a sexual gesture to her. That could be insulting, you know. So that's why I said sexual insult. Like, but so now everybody's like, oh, this kid is lying. Like, so do you know what that means for the future of all children that are now being sexually abused or assaulted? People are going to say they're lying simply because of how they feel about the person who is being accused of doing the abuse. Like, and that breaks my heart. And that's where I feel the agenda, his situation was staged. And he's a character. And the whole situation is characters, including with the child. They all being paid to play these roles. You know what I'm saying? And they in the same time that they're changing all these laws in the government and things like that, they got this man locked up on these charges and all that, and then they just declare war on they label spirituality a cult, declare war on conspiracy theories, and then after that they also end up charging him with murder of, I believe, like two people murdered somebody, and they was saying that they I guess was like spiritual warriors or something, but they followed this man beliefs and all that, and since they follow his beliefs, basically they had killed this person in the name of him, in a sense. So that's how spirituality got labeled a cult. Conspiracy theories had been declared war upon by the government and stuff like that. So now if you Google search conspiracy theories and things like that, it'll tell you that it's two or more people coming together to conspire to commit crimes and break laws, which never originally what that was. Conspiracy theories were originally just about knowing the truth about what is behind the curtains of this world that's being ran. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what originally it really was about. It was never about what they're saying it is. Like, so because of him and his agenda, now spirituality is like it's not what it's supposed to actually fully be, but it is, because it's people like me who actually really practice this stuff and really truthfully into it and teaching the truth about it. Like, and so that's why it's best to like get your own books and things like that, or if you can't get your own books, at least research it. You know what I'm saying? Google ain't always a good thing to use to research. Like, you can use Google, but I would suggest using that and then other servers too, to compare the information to see, you know what I'm saying, what you come across. Like, but I noticed that a lot of people who are more like agents, in a sense, they can talk about a lot of different things that people like me can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then also some things they cannot talk about, like especially if they take oaths or something like that. Like, me personally, I feel like this person may have took an oath. Everybody's asking for receipts, but nobody asked this person for receipts. That's what I never really understood. I just had somebody attacking me on my TikTok simply because I was sharing my opinions or my views about this person, but somebody said they had a channeling moment with I guess the ancestors or their spirit guides, you know what I'm saying, could be their higher self that told them this information. And people asking this person for receipts and all that, man, you can't tell nobody what information they done channeled in is inaccurate or not, because you never know what type of spiritual work this person done done to get this information. Like, a lot of people are initiating themselves into the occult and spirituality and different things like that. And this is how we're able to get this information firsthand. Like, for me, I knew it because of the way that the messages was being delivered. The information was somebody else's information. Like, you know what I'm saying? He never, from what I researched, he never even gave any acknowledgement to Dr. York. Right. In this situation, the same situation with Dr. York, but however, Dr. York, we all know that Dr. York was falsely accused of his situation, and in fact, it even had came out, I believe, with a video of a woman actually stating that they had set them up by the alphabet people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I got that reference from Rahotep L. That's how he liked to talk about, you know what I'm saying, the people in the suits and all that, because, you know, I'd rather be able to spread my message with making sure it get to the right people, so that I'm not getting blocked and banned and restricted and all that, and the message is less likely to get out, you know. So that's why I try to make sure I'm using the right words, and I'm gonna use a couple metaphors and different things like that. So hopefully y'all can keep up with the way that I speak, because I do not speak proper English. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't speak proper English. English was never my first language. It was the language that I learned first. So therefore, I definitely have comprehension issues with the English language, but I definitely try to make sure I keep the words in context and I use the proper definition for the words. So if I feel like I'm not going to use the right word, I may not use it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to spread the wrong knowledge. I don't want to confuse nobody. Agents will give you watered down information. They will give you only 10% of the information, and the rest of the 90% of the information is just jibber jabber. Like, I listened to a lot of this person's information and content. I was baffled because I could never find these videos that was being posted, but everybody's posting them. Who's putting out the content? That was my first, you know, red flag, you know, for me, because like I said, I've been practicing spirituality through Brother Polite and Young Pharaoh Error, and it was another one out at the time too besides him. I done forgot dude name, Seti Meturer or something like that. Him and it was like two more other spiritual leaders out back in in between 2010 and 2012, when the shift first started happening. See, we're almost in the completion of the shift, I believe. So because it's now 2022, and I've been hearing a lot of people that use a reference to 2021 was actually 2012, but I know for a fact that that's not all the way accurate, because the fact that I had a lot of premonitions in 2012. Now, the calendar is not right. The dates are all wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, with the dates being wrong and stuff like that, you know, we just got to kind of use our own intuition on that level when it comes to the dates and everything. Honestly, like I would say, everybody's on their own timeline, for real. We're all experiencing, like we on the collective consciousness, but we're all experiencing different things in our own personal timelines. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just a big old web of timelines. Like, so I had, you know, premonitions and things like that about 2012, like, but I remember them talking about a lot of false prophets and stuff like that, people that are going to mislead you. His role in the agenda, y'all, keep up with me, because this is where I just been dying for this information to come to me, and it finally just came to me, y'all. Like, when my grandmother passed away, she left me a gift. When I was 13, I was sexually abused, and I start having outer body experiences, and that's when I start living more in I guess you could say like the astral world, in the sense. Like, so even though I was here in this reality, a lot of times spiritually I was gone, or mentally I was gone. I was just here, just living, in a sense. Like, but so my premonition was like I said, it was gonna be a lot of spiritual prophets or whatever, like and his role in the spiritual community, when he came out hard. I give brother credit for the way that he got his views and everything. However, I know views can be bought, ads can be ran, you know what I'm saying? People say that this person helped them, you know what I'm saying? And I just be wondering really how, you know what I'm saying? Because if you actually the one that's doing the research and the reading and the meditating and the changing your diet and questioning out everything that you can and different things like that, really has somebody really helping you. Now, I can honestly say they direct you to your path, you know what I'm saying? Or they help share a lot of information. Like I said, Rahotep El definitely shared a lot of information that led me up to my spiritual path, but I'm never a follower. Like, and he didn't use that reference, but whatever, that made him feel good. Like, but I'm never a follower. I don't blindly follow anybody, but I do follow facts. So maybe I am technically kind of a follower in a sense, like, you know what I'm saying? But he wants people to follow him. He was also teaching a lot of aggression and spirituality, and for real, spirituality is about finding peace within and operating off the heart chakra. And I'm not really sure what all he fully taught directly, but like I said, whenever I tried to find his channel or these thread videos that everybody be posting, I can't find it. Is nowhere to be found. Like, and so once he got arrested, spirituality now was labeled a cult. Like, you can look this up. It's one of those hip hop websites. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna share a lot of links or whatever where I'm getting this information from. I'm not just gonna talk about this and then everybody just be like, oh well, that's just how you feel and that's your opinion. No, I want y'all to really see that there's people like me out here that listen to their stomachs, their guts, because that's the first brain. That's the real brain. This up here, our mind, is the processor for our hearts and our solar plex, because that's the mind, the gut mind, that's solar plex. And he teaches us to resonate on our root chakra a lot. Like, he never really taught people how to vibrate higher than the solar plex chakra, and that's the misguidance in that, you know what I'm saying? Spirituality was labeled a cult after him coming out and supposed to been waking people up, you know what I'm saying? That's why I really don't understand. Like, guys, he helped them declare war against us. Like, I'm going to show all these articles for y'all, okay? Like, so you can see what I'm talking about. Like, and then this part right here, this gonna be the last part. Hopefully this don't take too long. But I know this is gonna hurt a couple people's feelings, y'all. This gonna hurt y'all feelings. And I want to apologize first for having to be the one to tell you this. But guess what? My grandmother left this gift for me to foresee the truth, y'all. And my heart chakra is opening more and more and more to where, like, I don't hate nobody for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So even with me talking about him, y'all, I'm not hating. Please know I'm not hating. Like, I love the fact that this man looked like me and was speaking this information. I love the fact that he was getting the truth out there the way that he was. But it is my duty, y'all, to let y'all know that bro was part of an agenda. He was part of an agenda, his first charges was he was supposed to have sexually, we'll say, insulted his child because he asked her to sexually touch him. That's what the accusations was. the child's mother, his co-parent, was the one that reported him to the officers. And the statement was that their child told her that. Now, for my research, I never came across the actual child statement or anything like that. But I listened to his wife's videos first. Her videos gave me the idea that the baby mama was bitter and she was setting him up and all this, that, and the third. But as I sat there and I'll listen to her whole live with this animosity, this hatred, and she never really even considered how this child was feeling, you know what I'm saying, that was in the middle of this situation, whether it was true or not. Nobody ever acknowledged the child and what the child was going through. Nobody thought of the child. Like, and that was my red flag for the whole situation, period. I said, I think it's some acting going on. These some good actors. I done watched a lot of reality shows. Is this drama? You know, that's just my, you know what I'm saying, what I was feeling, remind you, you know. So after that, I said, well, okay, I feel sister though. I want to be neutral in this situation. I want to understand from both sides. Like, I've been a person that has been sexually abused. I've been a person who's been accused of sexually abusing somebody. So believe me when I tell y'all that I'm neutral. I'm not hating. However, I'm sharing some information, y'all. I'm sharing some enlightenment with y'all because y'all got to think for yourselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's really important that you do your own research. Like, so after I researched, you know, I mean, I looked at the live video with her and all that. I said, okay, well, let me go look at the charges or whatever. They talked about the charges and all that. I said, that's kind of fishy there. Now, this brother speaks about polygamy. He promotes polygamy and all that. And from my understanding, how did you end up in this situation if you was practicing polygamy with these two women? Like, and so that gave me a red flag. I'm telling y'all my red flags that led me here. And then hopefully y'all can, you know, do your own research and come up with what you think. Like, and so I said, okay. So then after that, they say he couldn't get a lawyer and all these different things, but he's supposed to be spiritually awakened, and I don't understand that. If you pay a lawyer to take your case, because they took other people's cases in the past, so what would make him different if he can't? So that's part of the propaganda to me, is that he's saying he can't get a lawyer, but he got supposedly all this money and all this clout. Like, any melanated carbon lawyer should be flying to his case to represent him if this was false. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna get ready to go ahead and close out this video. I think I touched all the topics on, or touch bases on what I wanted to talk about as far as why I believe that this person is a character. I ain't gonna even use the word agent. I'm gonna use the word character, actor, or something like that, because they was the part of the agenda to me. Spirituality kind of got a bad rep because of this person. Like, but it's okay. We could recover from that. All those who blindly follow him, just open your eyes, my guys. Just open your eyes and see with this eye. You know, see with this eye. And don't attack people who think differently than you, because that's true spirituality. You know what I'm saying? Is accepting those for who they are, as they are, and where they are in their life. You know what I'm saying? So I think this video long enough, and hopefully I got somebody out there. Please leave a comment, like, and share. Please subscribe. And yeah, touch bases on this. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, all this is from love. You know what I'm saying? And you can't never tell nobody that they are wrong for thinking. Namaste, Ashe, and be great, y'all. And love and light.